Whoa!
Welcome to the What's Up Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-host, Alec Burgess.
Let's get it.
We appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and hit that follow, subscribe, like, bell notification buttons. Tell a friend about us. Tell a family member about us. Tell a silly cowboy about us.
It's about as close as you can get.
Yeah, and it fits all of them. Not one that'll dig his own eye out, though. Let's not go there. But all the rest, yeah, game on. So we've moved into a different month, but before we get into what this month's going to be, go check out our Patreon. We got some changes upcoming that we're working on. So I think you'll be excited. Now's the time to join. You can join for free. It gives you access to voting for movies, voting on topics, making recommendations. And then there's a little paywall that'll get you behind just mountains of content that's in addition to what we do, including some full episodes and much more to come. We're revamping. We're gonna upgrade, maybe make some changes. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, go check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So December, we're not sticking with Christmas movies this time. We're on full on topics.
We are changing it up. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
we're kind of running out of Christmas movies.
Yeah, no shit. So we had a slew, speaking of Patreon, of great topics that came through from one of our patrons, CB. So we appreciate him, and he contributes a lot to the podcast. So we appreciate it, man. But yeah, like we're doing this month is Laugh So Hard I Spilled My Popcorn month. So we got some comedies coming, some, ironically enough, ridiculous comedies that are coming in a lot of ways.
I see what you did there.
And to kick off this lovely, silly, goofy, funny month is The Ridiculous Six. It was released December 11th, 2015. It was written by Tim Hurley and Adam Sandler. It was directed by Frank Karachi. It stars Adam Sandler, Terry Crews, Jorge Garcia, Taylor Lautner, Rob Schneider, Luke Wilson, Will Forte, Steve Zahn, Jesus, this list is long, Harvey Keitel, John Lovitz, Whitney Cummings, Danny Trejo, David Spade, Nick Swartzen, Blake Shelton, Vanilla Ice, Julia Jones, and Nick Nolte. Did I say Harvey Keitel?
Yeah.
Because he's in there too. Jesus, that list was long. It's good to have friends like Adam Sandler does, I guess.
For real.
Yeah, no shit. So it's about an outlaw who was raised by Native Americans, discovers that he has five half-brothers. Together, the men go on a mission to find their wayward deadbeat dad. Okay, that'll work, I guess. All right, Alec. This shit show was yours, buddy. Tell me why you picked this one.
That synopsis does not do this movie justice in the slightest. I picked this movie because it's Adam Sandler. And when Adam Sandler gets it right, you mentioned it in the intro, with his friend crew that he has, you already have a star-studded cast. And so even your one-off characters are just played by phenomenal actors and actresses. And then to top it all off, the chance to work with this many people is going to get you a yes from just about anybody. And so, like, by the time you get around to Vanilla Ice as Mark Twain in this, you don't have a snack and popcorn left. It's been spilled.
Yeah.
And so when he gets it right, when Adam Sandler gets it right, it is phenomenal because of the crew he can bring in. When he gets it wrong, he gets it real wrong.
That's
but
little
but
Nicky.
when he, yeah, when he gets it right, though, it turns into this, and I just die laughing the entire movie. And so it's like it's a weird kind of thing, because I was looking over our list, and we either picked something that relies on an all-star cast or relies on just incredible content. And this is kind of splitting in between, where you have a well-known cast, but the stunts, not the stunts, but the kind of sets that they go through, and just the sketch comedy top to bottom, where you have these little sequences that are in there, are just pure gold. And then you throw in the ridiculous aspect, right, which is Adam Sandler Native American training, and just rolling like a goddamn tumbleweed.
It's some mystical shit.
Just over and over again
Yeah.
is pure gold. And so when we got the topic, I was like, yep, I know exactly what movies I'm picking.
That's hilarious.
And this one was locked and loaded from the very beginning.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, dude. This is like the second time I've seen this. And it's the first time I watched it from start to finish. Because it is not my typical style of comedy. Like, this is like way outside the realm of like my normal. And it's weird because, like you said, Adam Sandler is so hit and miss. Like, I love Adam Sandler. I think he's made some of the funniest movies I've ever seen. But to your point, he's also made some of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen, right? And I can go down and I can list both sides of that real quick, and it doesn't take a lot. And I think this one's unique, having now watched it all the way through, because it straddles that line to me. Like, there's some absolute comedic gold in this shit. Like, and some of it's like silly and stupid and is not my normal cup of tea, but when it hit me hard. Like the freaking lady, after the dude's wife, after she swipes Terry Crews as from the piano, she comes down with his fake beard on. I don't know why that got me, but that shit got me. Like, I was laughing my ass off. And then like the whole thing with the big dude with Herm where he can't talk, like every time he gets going, and seriously, dude, when Adam Sandler did his mystical shit to like be able to translate what he's saying near the end of the movie, oh my god, dude, like that shouldn't be funny, but I fucking was dying. So, and there's a lot of like, and I think one thing that Adam Sandler always does well, regardless, is he has comedy, whether you like it or not, that's really strong, but he also ties it in with like some pretty heartwarming shit, right? Like some like good, feel good stuff. Like almost all of his movies that are his movies, not movies that he's in that he's, doing for somebody else, but his movies, as goofy and silly and outlandish as they can be, always come back to like a really good moment. You know what I mean? Like, these brothers now have a family and it's so silly, but it's like heartwarming. You can't help but feel good about it. So that's one thing that I always will give him credit for, is it doesn't matter how bad that movie is. There's going to be a moment that you're like, oh, that's good. I like that. That feels good. That feels warm. I'm all warm and fuzzy and shit now. And then they'll ruin it by doing something else that's dumb. And I'm like, oh God, now we're back. But but this movie straddles the line really well. Like, there's moments where it goes too far, like the fucking donkey spraying the shit out of his ass at like warp speed. Like, so the moment when he does it and knocks the guy back is hilarious. But like, and then the fucking toy one at the very end, that shit's hilarious. But like the first couple, I'm like, okay, that's just weird. But typical Adam Sandler, right? Like, he lands on something and they take it as far as they feel comfortable taking it, which is usually one step too far.
I did have a question though, because I didn't know you'd only seen this twice.
Yeah.
What did you think about the origin of baseball scene?
Oh God, dude,
I love that. I know you're a big baseball fan. You played baseball and everything.
Yes, it's arguably my favorite scene in the movie, and especially because you got Turturro just doing Turturro shit. You know what I mean? Like, and again, the cast is fucking outrageous. That you can, you've built good relationships with people when you can get them to show up for a 5-minute baseball scene. You know what I mean? Like, it just is so stupid, but it's hilarious. Yeah, I love that scene. Hysterical. No, you can't go.
Yeah,
infield fly rule.
Yeah. You could. I stole the base.
Yeah. I'm not going to get that. That's a home runner. That was my favorite one, because that would be my fat ass. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going over there. You win.
I'm glad that landed for you, because it is one of the best scenes in like any comedy film that I've seen.
Oh yeah,
because it takes baseball, just says, how can we make it? It literally just, how can we make this ridiculous?
Yeah,
how can we make the origin of America's pastime ridiculous? And you have this go back and forth where the rules are established, and then because he doesn't like to lose, he just keeps changing the rules.
And they're all to like things that still stand today. That's
Yeah.
that's the part I love.
The 3-strike rule was originally the 2-strike rule, but
I wanted an extra one.
you want an extra one?
Oh man. Yeah, I love it.
So it just is ridiculous. And the movie title and its name it's almost like they had that taped up on the storyboard when they were planning it all out and just said, okay, let's write out the scene. Now, how do we make it ridiculous? It's so great. I love it.
Yeah. And I love too, like that the little Asian dude that's in the shortstop position, and he's like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
He's like, quiet, shortstop.
That's your new name for now and forever. Oh. Shortstop.
This is bullshit.
It's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just cackling the entire time through this movie. But I'll tell you, the performance that shocks me, that seems out of place, but lands pretty well overall, is freaking Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Like, poor guy, typecast from childhood pretty much. Yeah. And then this is the first time where he just goes all out, and he did not look back. He took his chance.
Oh yeah.
And so he's the odd man out pretty much in this crew. Everybody else is very comedian based oriented, history and everything like that. And dude just comes up and, I'll say I got a pretty strong neck.
That scene is fucking stupid as fuck, but I love it. Dude. It's so bad.
It's terrible, but at the same time, you're just cackling. But he did a phenomenal job, I think, in his performance overall, playing the village idiot, because it's not the person you'd ever expect.
Yeah.
When you see like Taylor Lautner, you're kind of like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get Jacob from Twilight, or Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, or whatever it may be. Yeah. And he just uncorked all the stops and went for it, and it is so good.
Oh yeah, he did not mess around. And and then again, back to what Sandler does is like using him, the most ridiculous person in this movie, to be like the catalyst with writing the letters to mom and shit. Like, it's great.
Because you take care of all the exposition.
Yeah, exactly. You get the fucking. The only thing that would have been goofier is if the dude that fucking can't talk did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like there's your exposition. But yeah, I mean, it's like the other scene that gets me is like is all the scenes with the other ridiculous six, like the Left Eye Crew or whatever. Dude. And again, like a serious smorgasbord of comedians. Like Steve Zahn to me is one of the funniest men alive.
Oh, period. I love Steve Zahn.
No questions asked. One of the funniest, like people ask me, who do you think one of the funniest movie comedians? He's at the top of the list for me every time. Cause he can do it all. And so like watching him with this lazy eye and like trying to be like, I can't dig it out, but I can't see, I'm nearly blind in this one. So it would make more sense to like, like, and then when he finds out that they actually didn't carve their eyes out, dude, I can't. Like and he just screams. Oh my God. Yeah. So everything that they're in, and then like their heads they're buried up to their necks.
and they each have a different animal, like
mess with them.
You mess with them.
Dude's got ants all over him, and then the crows pecking at. Oh yeah, dude, hilarious. Those guys made me giggle. And Lavelle Crawford, again, it is one of the funniest stand-up comedians. Like he's got I'm a huge stand-up comedian fan, and he's got one of the funniest bits where he talks about his mom taking him to the store and like the conversation that he has before. If you haven't seen it, you got to watch his stand-up. Hilarious. His big old black dude. Oh my God.
I don't think I've seen it. I think I've seen some of his stuff, because he's also talks about like church, right?
Yeah.
He does a bit about like white folks church versus black folks church. Yeah. Okay. So I've seen some of his stuff, but I haven't seen that specific bit.
Yeah. And then his other one that gets me is his like little white friend when he goes over to his white friend's house. Oh, dude. And he's like, his mom yells at him, "You got to clean your room." Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I started thinking, white moms are about the same as black moms. And he goes, and then Billy was like, "Listen here, woman." And he's like, "You're going to get me killed." Yeah, Lavelle Crawford is hysterical. And anybody that can do stand up and say, if you ever piece of advice, don't ever get into your mama battle with your mama.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I honestly, like I said, I'd seen pieces of the movie, like chunks of it at a time, but never all the way through. I didn't know Lavelle Crawford was in it until this piece because I'd never seen the scenes with him. So he pops up at the beginning. I'm like, oh shit, that's Lavelle Crawford. I was like, this is gonna be great.
Yeah. But it's crazy because he gets lost in the cast.
Yeah.
And it's almost like everybody outside of your main six gets lost in the cast. But even Rob Schneider is like the outside guy in the cast. So you really have like 5 that are just you can differentiate and everybody blends in. Like Steve Buscemi. I was dying because they went hard into the like hand washing and sanitization isn't a thing yet.
Yeah,
he's got the same finger going everywhere, and it's just so nonchalant. This is the same like ointment cream for everything that your fix it all cure.
Yeah,
he's using like it's seasonal. Yeah.
After he shoved it in the one dude's mouth and up the Burrow's ass, like,
and then uses a shaving cream.
Yeah, it's amazing. So
and it's funny. Just going back and forth the entire time.
Yeah,
and it's one of the better scenes because he's just there and you're just laughing because it's not just anybody doing it, it's Steve Buscemi doing it.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it funny.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you got to have if you're gonna do ridiculous shit like this, you got to have people that can pull it off. Whether people end up liking it or not, or they think it's stupid, whatever it is, it's never gonna work if you get somebody that just that can't do it. And Buscemi's one of the greatest at doing weird shit. The other scene that gets me, and I'd seen this one before, is after they go to Harvey Keitel's place and they kill him or whatever, and then they're sitting around the fire doing the songs and all the funny songs. Like, dude, that scene kills me, especially after like Adam Sandler goes and everybody's sad. And like the first thing he goes, "Hey, Herm, do the headless guy." Because like it's so relatable. And I think that's where Sandler's comedy works the most, is that he always makes things relatable in some way. No matter how stupid and silly or goofy and off the map this might be, it's relatable for people to be sitting around, like friends be sitting around, having a conversation, having a good time. Somebody doesn't mean to, but brings the freaking energy down. And then somebody's got to be like, wait, go do this because we got to get the energy back up. Like, it's just so relatable to see him. And then he hops up and it's funny the way he does it anyway. Like, shooting and shit with the coats. Oh, God, it's great. He's my favorite character in this movie, by the way, Herm.
Okay. Dude, Jorge Garcia kills it.
Oh, my God.
It's hard to even recognize him.
I didn't know who he was. I had to look it up. I was like, who the fuck is this? Oh, shit. That's Jorge. Oh, my God. Yeah, it was great. I was like, all I know him from was Lost. So it's like, man, dude's got some range.
Yeah. Oh,
it was
100%.
I was dying, dude. Every time dude does something, like, and the first time he does the headless thing, I almost fell out of my fucking chair, dude. Like, especially because it's right after they're all like, "Oh shit," you know. And he's just like, "Oh, go." So good, dude. Yeah, so many weird things that I just wasn't prepared for. That usually won't work for me, but in a lot of ways, it worked in this movie.
It's almost crazy because it seems like they went for volume and just decided like we're gonna keep it all the way up. So if a bit ever doesn't land, before you have time to really process it, here comes the next one.
Yeah, and
it just does it on a loop. And so I mean, again, Ridiculous 6, they just kind of just cranked that up, opened up the fire hose, and said,
"Oh yeah,
here you go," and let it fly because. I mean, I have a hard time going back and thinking about bits that didn't land for me.
Yeah.
But while watching it, I know there was a few.
Oh yeah.
But it's not the ones that stick with you. It's the crazy off the wall ones, and they do a pretty nice job of changing back and forth with who you're following. So in the Left Eye Gang, and then back to the Ridiculous Six, and it's just like
the Left Eye Gang.
It's just so it's ridiculous what it is, but I just crack up the entire time, and I'm tracking my brain. I think the only bit that didn't necessarily land with me, or only reoccurring one, would be Rob Schneider's Taco Tree.
Oh yeah.
Like that is the only one that I can think of where it's like, okay, that's not landing. Let's go back to Steve Zahn digging out his eye with a spoon, or talking about that experience a little bit more, because it's more my speed and it just lands better for me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to. It's funny because I'm trying to think of like one that didn't land for me at all outside the donkey or the burro. I think. Yeah, I can't really think of one off the top of my head. I do think what gets me at the beginning of the movie though too, and like I hadn't seen, like I said, I'd watched chunks of it, not the whole thing. So like the opening scene where you're introduced to Sandler's character and he's in the, the native camp or whatever, and like hilariously like with the girl, and Julie Jones is, oh my God, gorgeous. Anyway, she's like, I'm pretty obsessed with her. I think she's very attractive. Anyway, like it's almost Blazing Saddles-esque, only with indigenous, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, because they're using all the typical stereotypes across the board to like really make it visible. And I was laughing. I was like, oh yeah, this is very Blazing Saddles, which is my kind of comedy where you're making fun of people's stupidity and shitty behavior. And it's funny because the people that have the same shitty behavior aren't going to find it funny.
No.
And then the people that are like super duper offended when they're saying that this is bad behavior, you shouldn't do this, it's satire on the fact that we're terrible human beings sometimes, they don't find it all funny. They get all up in arms about it's so offensive. And I'm like, no, fuck knuckle. They're saying that you shouldn't be like this. So I love comedy like that because, again, it's very intelligent. So the first 20 minutes of this movie cracks my shit up. Like, yeah. And the fact that he's like white knife and like it just like it's so fucking on the nose. And like Foxy
smoking fox
like all their names are like so ridiculously on point. I was just like, this is so good. And somebody's going, this is so offensive, and I'm like, no, fuckheads, it's funny. Because there's actual people that would do shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a joke. Oh, look, it's Smoking Fox. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I found that scene very, very fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of those in this, I think, that are subtle like that.
Yeah, 100%. And it adds overall, so you don't have the constant kind of what I'll call Monty Python comedy, which is just high energy all the time. Next bit, move on, keep it going. And you don't have so you have a good mix between that high energy, but then take it back a little bit. And like you were talking about at the beginning, you have this heartwarming moment that's kind of wrapped in comedy. And so it flows really nice. And it doesn't take itself, or it's not afraid to back off a little bit and change direction or change a scene and move on to something else before ramping up again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really smart comedy, which is not always the case with Sandler. No. Like sometimes he's too smart for his own good, and it turns into really stupid comedy. Again, like Little Nicky, fucking hell, what a terrible movie. It's just like, yeah.
No, anyway,
that's always what I think of. When someone says, what's Adam Sandler's worst movie? I think that might be it, in my opinion. Though
Jack and Jill was pretty bad.
I was going to say Jack and Jill's rough. The one that anyway, he's got so many good ones though too. Like I love the one with him in where they're the firefighters, I think. and they pretend to be gay so that they can get benefits for one of the guys or something.
Oh, is it Chuck and Larry?
Chuck and Larry, yeah. That movie's hysterical. It's so underrated to me because it's like, again, it hits all the stereotypes and the shitty things on the nose that you're like, Jesus, this is great. So, yeah, and then like things like Click. He's got so many good movies. Like Click to me is maybe peak Adam Sandler besides like his first two movies. But yeah, like the modern Adam Sandler, that's the one I'm like, Click is it. Because that movie, there's not a moment in that movie that I'm not. I almost put it on this list, but I was like, we can't have two Adam Sandlers on here. But it was funny. I love Click. Hilarious. But yeah, I was glad to see some of the, and again, it's funny because since Sandler got his little contract with Netflix, this probably is the most successful of that in my mind, because even Happy Gilmore 2, like Casey and I watched it and I was like, it
was okay.
It had moments,
good. It had its
but
moments.
It wasn't, and it's not fair because you compare it directly to one of the funniest movies ever made, period. Happy Gilmore, the original one, oh my God, what a movie. But 2 wasn't old school Sandler. It was new school Sandler, which is different. It's still funny, but very different. But this movie had a little bit of both, right? Had the full cast. That's new school Sandler. You can get all these people to come do stuff with him because he's just that guy. And then some of the silliness and the over the top shit. But then it's a good blend, I think, of new school Sandler and old school Sandler. So I liked it. Should we rate it?
Let's do it.
All right, boss. You're
my
up.
movie. I'm gonna give it 4.
Nice.
It's a little higher than it probably should get, but I'm going for because it's just It's just a crack up movie, and it has an all-star cast that gathers around really good content, and it's crazy where you can have a movie with so many, we'll call A and B list stars in it, where there's nobody stepping on the other's toes, and they all kind of fit in their role really, really well. And so it's just something that I'll sit down and watch pretty much anytime. Just because it's an enjoyable watch. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Nice. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I was bouncing between 3 and 3.5. I think when it hits so good that I can't deny that it's funny. Do I think it has some moments where I'm like, okay, you needed to let that one go for a second. I needed a little more time in between seeing those and things like that. Like, again, I think one of the worst things that happened to Sandler is he was given so much free reign because of what he does and how successful he is. And it still works for him, but it's like, just tone that down just a touch and you'll be back to prime, Sandler. But it's still funny. There's still moments where I find myself, in spite of myself and my desire to not laugh at this movie, laughing my ass off at this movie. And so I think it was a surprise for me because I kind of avoided it because I was like, I don't know. Straight to Netflix, Sandler on a roll. Like, I'm not sure about this. But yeah, I'm glad I finally watched it all the way through because I had a hella good time watching Terry Crews. Like, you guys are the first ones I told I was half black. Like, it's just
feels good to get off my chest.
Yeah. It's so funny. I just love those moments, right? Where you're like, oh my God, this is so good. So yeah, 3.5 for me. I think it would be a minute that I would watch it. Like, I'd watch pieces of it anytime, right? But I don't know that I'd sit down and watch it front to back unless somebody was like, I just love this movie. Let's watch it. I'm like, okay, sure. But I think it would be a minute before I watch the whole thing straight through. So yeah, good choice. Way to kick us off. And why don't you take a couple minutes to tell everybody where they can find us when they're not watching this episode?
Happy to. So as JJ mentioned at the beginning of the episode, this is week 1 of movies so hilarious or funny that you spill your snack or your popcorn. something along those lines. But it's funny enough that you are throwing your snack up in the air while you're laughing. We got 4 more movies coming, and the list kind of just keeps on getting more and more ridiculous as you get near the bottom. So, in order not to miss any episodes, subscribe to us on YouTube where you see our smiling faces. What's Our Verdict reviews. Join us there. You can see all the episodes that we have up there. If you're feeling a little bit frisky and you want to get more involved in the content we create on the podcast, Patreon is a place to do so. It is 100% free to join in and get involved in the voting process. The way we kind of operate is every month we have a category, and then Jage and I will select movies that go into said category. You guys get to vote on what we watch. The votes matter to us very, very much. For example, this month of December, I only got 2. JJ beat me. Burns my soul a little bit. But it's 100% free to vote on the movies and the content that we're going to be putting out. If you want a little bit more What's Our Verdict in your life, there's a little bit of a paywall that will give you access to 600 extra episodes, videos, bonus content, bloopers, us talking about stupid shit, us making fun of each other on a loop. Join us there. What's Our Verdict reviews on Patreon to get involved in a little bit more. Special thanks to Richard and CB. You guys have been phenomenal in selecting episodes, content creation, being a real lifeblood of new ideas into the podcast. Like JJ mentioned, this specific month, this topic that we're doing, straight from our patrons, straight from CB. So thank you very much for that. With that, I will kick it back to the Colossus of Clout, the Wazir of WAP, JJ.
I love that one. Such a double entendre nowadays. And on that note, we appreciate you tuning in. As always, we will catch you on the next one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Cinemagic out.
Whoa!